So you asked me earlier if I warned clients. I will say that I guess probably through all my awkward conversations with men and the sexual stuff, right? I do warn my clients, my male and my female, because I've also been to a spa where, similar to like what we heard earlier, I accidentally got into a place that I was like super ashamed I got myself into. I was like, why am I here? What are they about to do? I don't know, right? So I like to be clear. So for my male and my female clients, hey, I'm gonna get on the table. I'm gonna put my knees into your hamstrings. If at any point, if you feel uncomfortable, let me know, I will step down. But just so they know, because they may have never had anyone get on their table before. And if you've ever been in a situation where you're not sure what's gonna happen next, it's always best to not have the client ever feel that way. Hey, I'm gonna get on the table. We're about to do some cool stuff.
On the table is the most like flipped kind of script thing. I don't want you to be afraid.
Communication is key.
Also, I want you to keep in mind, does the facility you work at allow it? I don't want to make it an issue, but some facilities can essentially fire people if they, get up on the table that way.
You guys about ready to go to the next portion?
Yes.
People ready up on?
I hear an enthusiastic, was that Danielle?
That was
you. Thank you.
I like the next stuff we're going to learn. It's gonna be
Knees
fun.
and hands.
I'm so relaxed. I feel sweet.
It does feel a little bit different.
So why don't I sell relaxation?
Because that's not
This has been a debate.
I think they're gonna show us that next.
Is the Thai or whatever it is it more relaxing than Swedish?
Depends on who you're working for.
Because to me it was like fighting a battle about stuff. Where I was like, no, let's focus on pain management and mobility. And then the relaxation is like some lanyard, just some extra. I didn't want to fight that battle. Do you want to market relaxation?
Okay.
I think in this, like, the testimonials too, like, I think, because I can say all that I want to say about it, but the client's like, oh, this happened, oh, I love this other thing. I like seeing testimonials if I'm going to go to someone.
All right, you ready to do my body next?
Sure.
Remind me your name again?
Karen.
Karen?
Karen.
All right, cool, I got that. I feel bad for all my Karens in the world. You guys got a bad rap, and it's not you.
Me too, because I know.
I can tell Karen is real cool here. Not fair. I'd be mad if they did that for Kristen, right? So we've already palmed up the legs. Pardon me, love. We palmed up the hamstrings. And so we're here, right? We're at the top of the hamstrings, right below the glutes, right? So at this point, we've already palm press, palm press. I'll say, hey, Karen, you want to kick your feet up towards my hands, towards your bottom, and relax. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath and then maybe I'll come out, right? Another deep breath. I'm getting a good grip while she's breathing in. How does that feel to you?
Oh, good.
Where that person's at in their recovery. My dad, he's had both of his knees completely redone.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, like people that have had knee surgeries and stuff.
Everything comes down to that person. What are they comfortable with? Are they going to guard?
Yeah, some people are still guarded 10 years
Yeah.
later.
I mean, also, whenever we were starting off doing twists, are we going to do that on someone that's had their back completely fused? We're not going to do a full twist, but can we do maybe just like, say if they've been fused in the lumbar, can we do a small twist for the thoracic? Sure, right? Put your knee a little higher and put your foot higher so that way that part is supported. We're not twisting here, we're twisting up, right? So definitely think about those things. So we've gone up here, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to put our knees up right below the bone, right into that nice juicy glute, right? And I have my toes down in the middle. How does that feel? Both knees feel good? Okay. Right, so we're here.
So you find a sacrum, put your knees on, and then slide off into that nice meaty glute.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, just like how Kristen's got it. Good job, guys.
I saw some of you guys already starting to naturally kind of go into this, and I thought that's awesome. So I know, it's time, let's move on, right? We're already moving into it naturally.
So,
you know, if you outweigh your client by like 100 pounds or 50 pounds,
Lucky them.
would you still be able to bring your feet up as much?
It all depends on the client. You know, some clients that are thinner can take the pressure, some of them cannot. I mean, you'll get some thick clients that can't. They cannot. They do not like pressure. Honestly, the size of the body, and you'll hear lots of men that are bigger guys are like, man, they always want to beat me up, and I don't want it, you know? We think that just by looking at someone, we're like judging that book, and we're like, okay, I'm going to destroy this guy. Maybe that guy doesn't want to be destroyed. So we always just have to communicate with our client. What are their goals? What do they want? As I'm working, is this pressure good for you, Karen?
Okay.
Cool. You know, I'm just kind of rocking, doing some pressure across her back. If you want more pressure, right? More pointed. My feet are up in the air a little more. I'm using that pointy part of my knee. If she wants less, I'm back a little more, right? I'm using it's more broad when my feet are down. It's more pointy and specific when they're up. Cool? You want to do that? Perfect.
They adjust you. Okay.
House pressure. It's like I'm pretty late, right?
Oh, that one's out.
Yeah. I couldn't get it to. This is my full body weight here.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you do a point?
Yeah. Right?
I'll tell you one of the surprising things that I didn't expect. One of my clients, who's actually a really thin guy, likes the pressure. It was his first mat session. One thing he told me is the first and only time I've ever had this feedback, he loved the mat because his Adam's apple wasn't being jammed into the table. I had never heard that. With the face cradle, his Adam's apple was being smushed every time. And I was like, wow, I've never heard that, but I know that you're not the only guy that feels that. Because there's even some, thicker guys that have a larger Adam's apple. But that's another thing that we have to worry about,
If you can, if not.
So yeah, we want to put our knee, yeah. How's that feeling?
Good. I just want to, I'm going to move my
So think about it. Whenever we're working and we go up to, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing, I'm just going to talk to you. So whenever you put your knee into that top part of the hamstring, that's a nice thick part of the hamstring. When you get down to that belly where you were, whoo, that's where the demons live, and we have to work our way to get into that. And so what she was trying to explain was just it was probably a little intense in that place.
Yeah.
It's great work, and it's totally cool to get there eventually, but yeah, take our time. We'll get there. I lost my phone. Where'd it go? I don't know what I did with it.
We look for?
My telephone. I set it down somewhere.
That's really normal.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm fighting.
And that's why I always tell clients, I'm like, we gotta go, let's go now.
No, it's over here, sweetheart. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah. We might get in trouble. All right, it's over here somewhere. Oh, it's in, I had the video on. That's right, that's what I did with it.
Did you have any questions?
That was really good.
You feel good? So you can adjust the pressure for like really lighter or heavy.
So adjusting the pressure,
As far as flow, it feels
That feels good.
It's definitely chunky.
Who, as a receiver, feels like the work you've been receiving is clunky?
Clunky, chunky.
I think that's kind of part of it when you first practice something, right?
When you were receiving, did it feel clunky? Disjointed, it doesn't flow.
How are you feeling over here?
Great.
They
I know, it
always
looks
feel-
really good. He has experience and all sorts of stuff, so you're not getting a green therapist over here.
I've done mat-based work for a while in my practice, and then I haven't done it in
Yeah.
years. And the last time I had a friend come over, I was like, let's go on the mat. And I was like, I forgot everything.
It'll slowly come back though. As you keep practicing, you'll be like, oh wait, I forgot about that.
Well, like, as y'all are doing things, I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this. It's just needing that.
Kind of bring it back in and remind you.
Yeah.